Hey everybody, this is Sherry Levon, and I want to welcome you to the Souls Right House Empowerment Center, where we are authors who are saving souls with books. And as you all know, we always get started with a soul message of God, and I cannot wait for you guys to meet our latest author. His name is Jacory Wiley, and I cannot wait for you guys to meet him as we get started with the soul messages of God. So you guys stay tuned as we continue to be a blessing here in the Knoxville, Tennessee area. Now, a lot of you may say, where are you located actually? Well, actually, we are located in the state of Tennessee. You're able to come and view with us pretty much every week. We come on Wednesdays. You can view us on Kingdom Purpose TV. When you're on Kingdom Purpose TV, you guys, you get to see all the miraculous authors that we have from across the world, and we are going global. So we will be right back. And here is your song message from God.
He's watching. No, God is watching. No, he's watching. God can show us love. Nobody knows that keep going. God can show love. When you're going through some pain, it's just a test of your faith.
Hey everybody, nobody said the road would be easy. God never said the road would be easy, y'all. He never said it would be easy. That's why we are so empowered by doing books. I can't wait for you guys to meet our latest author, Jacory Wiley. And we are so excited to have you. And what I would like to do is if you would first start off by letting everybody know who you are and where you are located.
Thank you so much for allowing me to be here. Oh, it's a wonderful pleasure. This is Jacory Wiley, and I am from Houston, Texas, but I'm currently located in Tallahassee, Florida.
Wow. Now, a lot of people, as you know, we do this live on the Souls Right House Authors Network. So those of you all that are watching, you're watching us live via Knoxville, Tennessee, and this will be airing tomorrow nationwide on Kingdom Purpose TV. So those of you all that have devices, Roku's, and that kind of thing, you'll be able to see this worldwide interview. But we're so excited to have you, Jacory. And one of the things that God had showed me about you, now, when you first did your book, God was showing me to connect with you and to let people know that you do have an audio book of the book. Now, what I'm getting ready to do is pull up your Facebook page. And as you can talk a little bit about your book, about the name of your book and things of that nature, we're going to be pulling up some information about you on the site here. So if you'll go ahead and just let a few people know the name of your book and some links of where they can purchase your book.
Okay. My first book is called Vision to Dream, which is about a young boy who loves to play baseball, and all he wants to do is accomplish his goal of playing baseball. And he goes out and tries to seek out a baseball team, and he runs into some adversity, and a lot of people doesn't allow him to play the game because they view him in a certain type of way, and he ends up finding the game that is meant for him, which is called beat baseball. And it's just another way for me to get my message out, and it's just another way for me to tell all the children and all the adults that, it's not about, everyone has a special way that they do things. You just have to find that special way that you meant to do it. And you can pick that up on Barnes and Noble, Amazon.com. The audio is on All Sound. I will be putting it on Audible, as well as iTunes here very soon. So there's just a few places where you can find it. Also, you can find it on my website, www.jacorywiley.com.
Now, we do have up on the screen the Visions to Dream. Now, you do have that available for the people. Now, one of the great things I love about it is that you are able to actually go in. I got it on the screens for you guys, and you can buy it for $6. And I'm actually going to let you guys listen to a sample of Visions to Dream. So let's see here if we can get it to come up for us. It may be. Let's see if I can get. A lot of times you got to sign in. Like, okay, I got to sign in to the account. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this up real quick, and we're going to listen.
Landon is a visually impaired 8-year-old boy who dreams big. One of Landon's goals is to play baseball. One day, he tells his mom, "Mom, I really love and want to play baseball." She says to him, "Landon, if you want to play baseball, go and do it. I believe in you." Landon excitedly grabs his bat and glove and goes off to play baseball.
Now, the blessing that I got, and for those of you all, there on the screen here, you can see where Visions to Dream by Jacory Wiley, and it is narrated, and I've seen on here that it is narrated by, her name is Cassie Miracle?
Yes, ma'am, Casey Miracle.
Casey Miracle. So we want to say thank you to Casey Miracle. For those of you all out there in Dreamland that might want to do your book in audio, you might want to look her up. You want to also connect with Jacory, because that's what happens in today's time, is that we are able to connect with one another in our visions and our dreams, and primarily to what God has called us to do, which in this time is to some people have, I have a friend who is visually impaired. So a lot of times with my books, when I come out with my books, I come out with my books where she is able to listen to the book. So can you go in a little detail to what made you want to do an audio book?
It was another, like I said, I guess I should say, I am a author and a speaker who just so happens to be visually impaired. Wow. So my target audience are a lot of my friends and a lot of the community that I've been involved with. They're visually impaired, and they wanted a way to support me as well, and they love to listen to my books and things like that. So I was like, man, that was big for me. I had to have an audio for those who have been supporting me and things like that, and those who just might want to pop it on while they, they're driving, or, their kids might want to listen to it while they're in the car, something like that. We just want it to be mobile. We want you to be able to take it everywhere with you.
Oh, and I love that. And that was one of the things we have here on the screen, the Balling Beyond the Wheels. Tell us about Balling Beyond the Wheels.
Balling Beyond the Wheels is my second book. It's about a young boy named Joseph, who really gets his love for the game tested, when he goes through his special. Everybody has a special adversity that they go through in life. And it's not until it hits you until you figure out how you're going to interact with it. It's about the way that you come through it on the other side. Either it's going to crush you on one side, or you're going to make it to the other side and say that you was a stronger person for it. And Joseph finds out, does he really love to play basketball, or is his dream over? And his parents end up helping him find a way to play his special game and keep going. And they let him know that you could do whatever you want to do.
That is super inspiring. Now, this is, for the most part, for those of you all that are watching, as you shared earlier, okay, you are a writer and an author who just so happily, as you say, has visual impairment, but it did not stop you from doing the will of God. So first of all, I commend you because sometimes people allow challenges to stop their purpose. And one of the things the Souls Right House Empowerment Center is to empower individuals that you have a calling on your life. And even though sometimes it may be like, well, how can someone with that type of challenge write a book? But it becomes to where you have visuals, you have audio, you have ghostwriters. Who in your life, and we're going to ask you this right after we come back. We're going to come back with another song from Song Messages of God. We're going to come back with another song. But while we're gone, I want to have you to be letting us know someone that is in your life that is pushing you in your greatness, you know, because everybody has somebody. We all have God, but there's always someone special in our life that helps us stay grounded and molded. And we're going to talk about that when we come right back, okay?
All right.
So you guys, we're getting ready to bring you another song message from God. Let's make sure we got this thing queued up. And once again, Jacory, let everybody know where you are from.
Yes, ma'am. I'm from Houston, Texas, but I reside in Tallahassee, Florida.
You better know it. Tallahassee, Florida, in the house. And now we're getting started with another song message from God. I don't know about y'all, but God has some doors. Open it. Look around your city, yeah. Oh, people are petty, but you can't stop the God has me. No, the door is only me for you, yeah. Hey, this is Sherry Levine with Soul Messages from God. And the truth that man get frustrated. Just get it out. Oh, just give God, just hey, y'all, don't y'all get frustrated out there. God can show love. Nobody knows what's at the moment. Keep going, going. God can show love. When you go, some pain. It's just a test of your faith. Somebody knows that tomorrow keep going, going. Gotta keep showing up. Yeah. How many of y'all know out there that God will keep on showing up? Yes, He will. Song Messages from God, Sherry Levine. You can find these songs on YouTube, Souls Right House Empowerment Center. And those of you out that are on Souls Right House Authors Network, you can see this interview right now. So God bless all of you all. And I want you guys to know also that on Anchor FM, you'll be able to hear this interview also on our podcast. It will go live on Friday. And then starting next month, we'll be going to C1 Media, which is a global network. So the good thing about when you see these Kingdom Purpose TV, you will be able to anytime go on demand and watch this interview over and over and over. So that's the good thing. So now we are back with Jacory Wiley. And as we left earlier, and I was stating that through what you've been through, writing a book at this point of your life, who has been a big cheerleader in your life to help you stay grounded and to complete the work that God has put in you?
Oh man, no question. I would have to say it's my fiance, my babe, Ashley. That's my babe. She been holding me down for Oh Lord, so that's no question. I don't even have to think about it. My fiance, that's my rock. There's nothing more important than when you're going through everything that you're going through, having a good support system, or somebody that's going to empower you to make sure that you can keep on doing everything that you can do as well. So man, if you don't have it, get you a good
Hey,
back.
we write a book about
Get you
Ashley. Hey,
somebody
y'all,
to
these
love
Ashley
you.
out there, hold
Yeah.
it down. Because one thing that blesses me is that I'm a mother that buried 2 children, and I'm a single woman right now. And so going through what I had to go through, I've been divorced now for about 7 years. And the hardest part was sometimes we deal with loneliness, and in your calling, sometimes you feel like you have to have someone with you in order to accomplishment. But then when you get people with you, everybody's not for your vision and dream. So kudos going up to Miss Ashley, who is holding you down, who is keeping you strengthened, who I even seen her in the midst of when y'all was getting ready, honey. She's making you sure your hair right, make sure like I seen all that. Like God is so good, and we don't have that, especially in our Black communities. We don't see a lot of unity with our brothers and sisters, and especially in supporting dreams. So I just mad love going to her. We'll go interview her one day. We're gonna bring her on our podcast. But some people don't like to get on TV first right off. But we may bring her on our podcast, just having a subject that's talking about women that support their men, because we have our books go to inmates in prison. So one of the things I want you to know is that with your books, we get books to children that are incarcerated, because one of the things God showed me is that we can reach these kids and get these books to these kids that are in lockdown facilities. That's the best time to get them, because they don't have nothing else to do but read. Okay. And so I do want to partner with you on your books, and we're going to come together and we're going to do a fundraiser. I'm going to get with you, and starting in January, we're going to do a fundraiser to where we're going to get probably about 300 to 500 books to some children. We have a facility here called Mountain View. There's about 68 kids there, so we definitely going to get 68 books to them immediately. So we're going to come together with you. We're going to look at the price of your book. And what we do is we're going to come together with you, Jacory, and first we're going to get those books to those kids at Mountain View here in the state of Tennessee. But then one of your homework assignments is going to be for you to start looking for some transitional houses where youth are, some facilities where kids are locked down, you and Ashley. And what happens is we'll partner with you and we will help get those books to those kids. And what I do is when I call, I always find out how many youth you have, so that lets God go ahead and start immediately doing what God does. Sometimes people say, well, I don't know how to get them into prison. Most of the time you can't. If you're not a distribution company, you cannot get your books to inmates in prison. But the Souls Right House, we are a distribution center. We get the books to their libraries and we get them to every inmate. Because what I don't like to do is send one book out, that one book start a riot. You know what I'm saying? We're like, I don't need one book to start a riot. So God has me in that perspective to get that thing done, and our authors get situated. So that's one of the things I do want to do is help you get these books circulated. And I want you to also think about getting them to the schools. Start talking to schools in your area, because then you can be a motivational speaker and start at the elementary level and get those books in there. And then also reach out to organizations that have disabled citizens, whether they're blind, deaf, whatever, because then you're going to tap into a whole different realm and a whole different support that you're going to need to continue as an author. So we are super excited about the 2 books. So one book, which is, I got on the screen here, it's JacoryWiley.com, correct?
Yes, man. JacoryWiley.com.
You got it. So I have it going across the screen, you guys, for all of you all that are looking for some wonderful children's books and audio books. You can go to JacoryWiley.com. Now, also, you can go to the Souls Right House Authors Network group. You will be able, once you go to that group, you will be able to see this interview live and fly. But then also you'll be able to go to his Facebook page, which I have put that information in for you guys to know. And so once again, Jacory, I just want to thank you. And one of the things I wanted to ask you too, what inspired you to start writing?
It was This was the I love to write. I love to be artistic. I love when my mind, is creative, and I'm a creative person by nature. So this was just another way, another avenue for me to be able to get my message out there. And it's very important to have different ways to get your message out. You don't want to keep doing something the same way over and over again. And, people get tired of that way. They look for fresh, new, innovative ways for you to get your message out there. And this was just another way for me.
And who would you say would you would like to target, your target audience? Who would you say would you like to be your target audience?
Of course, first and foremost, my target audience is my kids, because I love the kids, and I was once a kid in a position not too far removed where the world was a big place that I didn't understand it and they didn't understand me. And I just want the kids to know that, there's people out there that do understand you. You don't have to be alone. You don't have to sit in silence and, let things build up. There are people that you could talk to. There are different ways for you to, have an outlet for you to get things off your chest and off your mind, and don't let them fester until they become a thoughts of building up on suicide. That's what happened to me, and I refuse to let that happen to the kids. But also, I always tell the adults, you don't have to be a child to receive a message. You just have to be open-minded. It's all about the way that you approach the message that's being delivered to you. And if you gonna receive it, if it's meant for you to receive, you're gonna receive it, because even adults have different things that we're struggling with, and my book will help you with that as well. You just have to put it in your perspective.
That's right. And that blesses me, and it blesses our audience. You guys, we're going to bring Jacory Wiley back on our show again, because we're going to get a little in depth with him, and we're going to bring him on our radio show. Our radio show comes on Sundays at 4 p.m. So what are you doing this Sunday, Jacory?
I'm going to be on your show.
Hey, we're going to bring Jacory on our radio platform. It's on Kingdom Purpose TV. And then that way, what I'm going to do is have you read a little bit of inserts of your book. Maybe even have Ashley join us. And what we're going to do is we're going to pump this even more. We're going to get with you on a fundraiser to get this book to some inmates, to some children that are in inmates. And in the meantime, you'll be looking for somewhere in your area, because when we go live on Sunday, we're going to put it out there about this fundraiser, and we're going to go ahead and get some books to some kids. So what God is telling me to tell you is go ahead and write down a number of how many books you want to get to some kids in your local area, and we're going to make it happen. All right?
All right, we're going to make that happen. I'm all about making it happen.
So you guys, I am getting ready to bring on, as we close, we're going to close out with, as you all know, we do the song Messages of God, as we continue to put God's word first, because that's what he is saying. He's saying if we trust in him, then all things will be added unto us. So God is saying he just wants you to understand this. Jacory, we want to say thank you for joining us. We want to thank you. We're going to bring you on. So that investment that you have not only brings you on our TV show, but we're going to bring you on our radio show this coming Sunday. You're going to be on Kingdom Purpose TV on tomorrow. This coming Friday, this interview will be also on Anchor FM, which is on all platforms, Spotify, iHeart, and we will make sure we send you all those links so that you're able to promote it as well. And when you go to our Facebook group, the Facebook group is called Souls Right House Author Network. Make sure you go in there and join, post all your books, all your links. You can do that free in that particular group. And that group is where we're going to be pulling a lot of our author interviews. So we just want to thank you and Miss Ashley for being on our show today.
Thank you so much for having us. We enjoy being on, and I look forward to our future endeavors together.
You better know it. So you guys, y'all better get ready for Jacory Wiley, because we about to put him on the map. God bless you all. And remember, we are authors saving souls with books. Hey.
Understand this. Understand this. Understand this. He will never leave you. Understand this. You will mess up sometimes. Understand this. and this life.
Y'all are listening to Sherry Levine.
I just wanna be like you.
Thank you for watching.
I just wanna be like
I want to be like Jesus.
I just wanna be like Jesus. I just wanna be like Jesus. I just wanna be like Jesus. I just wanna be like Jesus. I just wanna be like Jesus. I just wanna be like Jesus. I just wanna be like Jesus. I just wanna be like Jesus. I just wanna be like I just wanna be like you. Make me more 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 like you. I just wanna